Also, can we just talk about how like I actually match this book? Like, hello. So let me take a picture. Hey guys, welcome back to Part of My Imagination. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be going over my Owls Magical Readathon / my April TBR. Okay, so this is my first year participating in the Magical-a-thon. I kind of was like cohered into doing this by Princess over at Castle Library. Yeah, but I'm actually pretty excited to do this. I mean, I pretty much read this many books as it is, so it like just doesn't make sense for me not to participate. But yes, if you don't know, the Magical-a-thon, this one in April starts April 1st and it goes on for the entire month. And this one is Owls. And it's all based off Harry Potter. It's all Harry Potter themed. This was created by G. I don't know her channel, but I will have it linked down in the description box, as well as her announcement video and the website for the Magical-a-thon. Yeah. So me being me, like Princess was helping me pick a job, and I just decided to do the same job as her, and that's the alchemist. And I believe it's the hardest one, which means that we have to read every single prompt that there is, and there are 12 prompts. So I'm just gonna get right into it and let's quit talking. Okay, so for the first class, it's Ancient Runes, and the prompt for this class is Heart on the Cover. And for that, I'm going to be reading Heartless by Marissa Meyer. This is a Alice in Wonderland retelling, but it's told in obviously the Queen of Hearts perspective. And that's really all I know about it. And all I want to know about it, I mean, for the most part, it's an Alice in Wonderland retelling. So I feel like a majority of everyone has either heard or knows about Alice in Wonderland. And yeah, all right, the next class is Archaeomancy. I cannot say this word. Anyways, the prompt for that one is magical qualities of numbers. Choose balance with opposites. Read something outside of your genre. And for that, I picked the Liberian of Oz by Antonio. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm so sorry. But this is based on the experience of real-life Auschwitz prisoners. And it's a story of a girl who risked her life to keep magic of books alive during the Holocaust. Alright, so the next class is Astronomy, and it's his night classes. Read majority of this book when it's dark outside. So I was going to try to cheat, right, and use a book that I already had on the TBR to fill in for this, but Princess told me that was a no-go. So the next book that I'm going to be reading is The 5th Season by N.K. Jemisin. And this book is basically about this is the way the world ends for the last time. It starts with the Great Red Rift across the heart of the world's sole continent, spewing ash that blots out the sun. It starts with death and it starts with betrayal. That's kind of all that I know about it. I did read How Long Till Black Future Month by N.K. Jemisin, and I loved it, loved it, loved it. I have heard nothing but fabulous things about her. She is one of the founding queens. I won't say founding, but she is one of the set in stone Black authors for fantasy. So I'm very excited to get to this. All right, so the next class is Care of Magical Creatures, and the prompt is to read a book with a creature on the cover that has a beak. Yes, and for that, I'm going to be reading Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban by J.K. Rowling. This is the third book in the Harry Potter series. I am reading the Harry Potter series for the first time, and I have just kind of been going through them. I read the last one last month, or this month? This month? I don't know. I just know that this fit the prompt, so I'm going to be going ahead and reading it. Okay, the next class is Charmed, and the prompt is to read a book that has a white cover, and for that, I'm going to be reading Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson. Princess tried to come for me, like, well, that's beige. There's white right here. Okay? It's white, and I'm going to go ahead and use this. Now, this book is about a girl who gets accused, or she goes to jail for, basically her baby dies and she goes to jail, or she goes to like a psych ward, and she keeps trying to tell them that she didn't do it and things like that, and they're trying to find who actually did it, and it's told in the perspective of her. And if I remember correctly from what Princess told me, she is a unreliable source. I have read pretty much all of Tiffany D. Jackson's books. This is the only one I haven't read, so I'm very excited to get to it. The next class is Defense Against the Dark Arts. Words are hard. And this one is book set at the sea or coast. And I'm going to be reading Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. And this is the first in the Witchland series. Okay, so Princess told me, if you haven't noticed a lot of it, I created this TBR with Princess because I'm going off of all the books that came in on my Libby app. I'm trying to fit all of my Libby app books into these prompts, and for the most part, majority of all of them worked. So yes, but she did tell me that there was a scene in here that was on the coast or something, and if you can't tell, I don't know if you can tell, hold on, let me see, that glare though. That ring light, stop it, ring light, right here, there's a boat, and she's standing on a rock that's on the coast. So, like, totally fucking using it. Yes. But I actually don't know what this is about. On a continent ruled by 3 empires, some are born with a witchery, a magic skill that sets them apart from others. Ooh, hello. I've heard nothing but fabulous things about this series, so when I went to check it out on my Libby app and just put it on hold, and I was very excited that it actually came in this month because I've been staring at it on my shelves forever. Okay, the next class is Divination, I think I'm saying that right, and is assign numbers to your TBR and use a random number generator to pick your read. So I actually did count my books the other day. I have a total of 558 books. And I came my number the other day. It was 312. And yes, this is going to be a long one because, yeah. The book that came up was Prior of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon. I literally counted 3 times and I was like, oh my God. Because this is such a large book. But this is a epic fantasy book. And I don't really know much about it. I just know everybody on BookTube was like literally raving about it. And then like they actually started reading it. And then some people liked it, some people didn't like it. But this book is about a world divided, a queendom without an heir, and an ancient enemy awakes. Queendoms, dragons, epic fantasy. That's all that I need to know about this book. And I cannot wait to actually read it, even if it is a weapon. Okay, the next class is Herbology, and that the prompt for this one is to start a book that has a M on the cover, and for that I'm going to be reading Moonstruck by Grace Ellis and Shay Beagle. So all that I know about this is it's about 2 girls that end up meeting. One of them has in a little college town of Bilton, fantasy creatures live cozy, normal lives right along humans. And a werewolf barista, Julia, strives to be the most known of all. But all heck breaks loose when she and her new girlfriend, Selena, go on a I promise I know how to read. I freaking promise I do. Why can I not talk? I've had one bottle. Disastrous first date that ends with the magical casting of a horrible spell on their friend Chet. Now it's up to the team of mystical pals to stop the illusionist before it's too late. That was tough. Whew, that was a tough one to get through. I'm sorry. Sometimes I can't read, even though I'm a reader. But yes, I'm going to be using a graphic novel because of the Priory of the Orange Tree. Hello. Okay, so for the next prompt, it is, History of Magic, and the prompt is Witch Hunt, a book featuring witches and wizards. And for this book, I'm going to be reading Serpent and Dove by Shelby McHurran. This book does feature witches. So all I know about this book is it's about a girl who flees her covenant and takes shelter in a city, forsaking all magic and living off whatever she could steal. And then it's about another witch, Lou, who is hunted. They are feared and they are burned, and that's kind of all I really want to know about it. There's been mixed things about this book. I know, but I'm going to read it because it came in on my Libby app, and I have still been very interested in picking this book up. The next class is Muggle Studies, and this is a book from a perspective of a Muggle, aka contemporary. And for that book, I'm going to be reading wait, what am I reading? Hold on. Libby? I'm going to be reading Red at the Bone by Jacqueline Woodson. This book came in on my Libby app. I really have been wanting to read this book. I don't own a physical copy of it, but I'm going to be getting one. But all I know is that the book is about two families from different social classes are joined together by an unexpected pregnancy and a child that it produces, moving forward and backward in time with the power of poetry and the emotional enrichment of a narrative 10 times its length. Jacqueline Woodson's extraordinary new novel uncovers the roles that history and the community have played in the experience, decision, and relation of these families and in the life of this child. Like, hello. All right, the next class I'm going to be taking is Potions, and the prompt for this one is Shrinking Solution, so a book under 150 pages. I think I have read majority of all the books that are 150 pages on my TBRs, except for graphic novels. So I am going to be reading Adorn by She. And this is by Jacquees A. and Magnus Atu. And this is a tale. A painfully shy Nigerian college student who discovers she has goddess-like powers and must relentlessly lead a team of young warriors to defeat an apocalyptic. Can I freaking read? Apocalyptic monster that threatens to destroy humanity. Like, okay, I don't know if you could see it because of the glare, but like, look how freaking cute they are. I am so excited to read this. All right, and last but not least is Transfiguration, and this prompt is a book or series that includes shapeshifting. This one took a lot, and I'm kind of cheating because I have technically been reading this book for freaking months. Like, I tried to finish it during Blackathon, and that didn't happen. But that book is A Black Leopard Red Wolf by Marlon James. This book does have to deal with shapeshifting. This is we're going to go ahead and say this is an epic fantasy story because, good Lord. Basically, this book is about a guy named Tracker, and he is supposed to be going and finding this missing child for this person, and there's just an array gang of different magic and the characters, and this is definitely an adult fantasy book. Very adult. There are a lot of explicit scenes in here. And yeah, this book is not for the faint-hearted because honestly, I still don't know what's going on, and I'm a quarter of the way through. So, yeah. Okay. Okay, so the next couple of books are not any of the books that have to deal with the Owls Readathon. These are just books that are on my Libby app that I want to get to, and if I have time, I'm going to try to pick them up. I average about 12 to 15 books a month, because my yearly goal is 150 books this year. And, you know, with the quarantine and everything, I think that I should have time to read these books. So the next book that I have on my TBR is A Torch Against the Night by Saba Tahir. I actually just finished An Ember in Ashes by Saba Tahir last month, or technically this month because it's still March. But yeah, check out this video will obviously be coming out before my wrap up. But yes, I did finish the first one this month, and I'm going to be reading the second one. And if you don't know, the first one is basically about a girl whose family ends up getting killed, and her brother gets taken away in prison. She doesn't know what to do, so she goes to find this the people that are revolting against this kingdom or whatever. And you know, she is basically says, you know, hey, what can you do to help me? And she ends up going spying at one of the most deadly schools. And then it follows another main character, and it follows the son of the teacher for this school as well. And it just follows these two perspectives. It was a very good. I really enjoyed it, and you guys should definitely check it out. And I cannot wait to pick this one up. All right, the next book that came in on my Libby app is the Star Touch Queen by Roski Koski. This book, I'm not really sure what this book is about. I just know that I've been picking up all of her works. I have yet to read any of them. So this will be her first one that I have read. And it says, fate and fortune, power and passion, what does it take to be the queen of a kingdom when you're only 17? Maya is cursed with a horoscope that promises a marriage of death and destruction. She has earned only the scorn and fear of her father's kingdom. While Maya is content to follow more squirrely pursuits, her whole world is torn apart when her father, the Raja, arranges a marriage of political convenience to quell outside rebellions. Soon Maya becomes the queen of Akaran, and wife of Amar. Neither roles are what she expected. As queen, she finds her voice and power. As Amar's wife, she finds something else entirely: compassion, protection, and desire. And then also it follows the king. So there are two perspectives. I am very excited to pick up one of her. I believe this is one of her first books. So yes, I'm very excited. I feel like the romance will kind of throw in a little spaz on my TBR, because I do believe I'm reading a lot of fantasy and sci-fi, so it's gonna be all right. All right, the next book that just came in on my Libby app, I'm so freaking excited to read it, and it is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I hope I'm saying that right, but yes, like, look at this cover. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god. Okay, anyways. This book is about a main character who does not believe in magic, and she makes her living off of conning people, doing like palm readings, things like that. And then one day she ends up having to reevaluate her beliefs when she summons this Djinn warrior. And that's kind of all that I know about it. I've heard nothing but fabulous things about this book. I know Jocelyn really loves this book. She talked about like staring at this book on my shelves in one of my other videos. So I'm actually very excited, because I believe that she's gonna have nothing but great things to say about it. So I'm really excited to get to this book. All right, and last but not least, on my TBR, I have Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book in the Luna Chronicles. This is basically the books in the Luna Chronicles are retellings, if you didn't know what they were about. The first one is Cinder, obviously a retelling for Cinderella. The second one is Scarlet, and I believe this follows, it's a retelling for Red Riding Hood. And I gave the first one 3 stars, so I'm kind of interested to see where this one will go. All right, so those are all the books that I have for you guys today. These are all the books that I'm going to be trying to read, at least at a minimum. The books on my Magical or Owls TBR I am going to be finishing. There are 12 of them, and the other ones are ones that I just hope to get to because they are on my Libby. But I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be finishing them all out. I am very excited. Please let me know what you guys are reading. If you guys are reading any of these, let me know so like we can buddy read. And I would say like give me recommendations on what to read first. But based off of my Libby, they're kind of going to be read in that order because I do like to listen and read along because it helps me read faster. It improves my reading, and sometimes the audiobooks give me such a better experience of just reading with my eyes. So yes. If you like this video, if you are participating in the Magical-a-thon, please give this video a thumbs up. You don't have to, that's cool. If you aren't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, also, you don't have to, just come back and see my cute face. And as I say in all of my videos, if you did not like this video, I really don't give a fuck.